And there's a pause. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Looks like somebody's having a connection issue.
I completely lost all of my audio there for a second. I was probably just rattling away.
There we go. Connection issue.
Yep.
Katie's joining back. So Murray State in the blue this time. WinniPOG in the red on Junkertown. Map 2 best of 5. And we'll kind of wait and see what everybody's going to pick here.
Perhaps the double pirate ship from Murray State might work with the Orisa and the Bastion.
Yeah, I mean, I say just go for it.
Ready for
all right, so interesting. WinniPOG, I think, feels pretty confident. They've picked offense first. So WinniPOG, we can already see what they're rolling out here. They are going to run, unless they switch, Ryan Zarya. They're going to have that Widowmaker for those sight lines in the first stage of this map. They have the Ana as well for those line-of-sight heals. And then they've also got Rifter, who has switched over to Ashe. KD sticking with that Lucio. Meanwhile, the Racers, here we go again. Reinhardt and Sigma. Then on our DPS role, we've got May, which I think will be good here. Bonsai on the Junker, and then Emily with the Moira. Sway with the Baptiste. I like the support line.
I love these DPS picks.
I think everything pretty decent pick here, and the fight will come in super early, right by the payload. Flav doing a great job to stay alive here. Great job from the support. Emily just getting up into that fight. Sway is able to actually get the pick on Pang, and WinniPOG is going to have to back up early here and go ahead and regroup. Fortunately, their spawn room is right there. Katie's able to get away. He's almost dead. And Flav with the hammer swing on Maple Syrup. He's able to get that kill, and Murray stay in a great position there. Emily is going to fall, but that's okay. They do have the heals of the Baptiste, but now Bonsai's down as well, so the Racers need to play a little more cautiously here. They've got the Ice Walls from Dirty Paws to protect them, and they are going to go ahead and back up. And Murray State doing a good job to get some early picks here and just kind of cause trouble for WinniPOG and kind of burn some time. Immortality Field taken down. Flawfield barely holding on. He's trying to reverse jump with the shield. He's taken down. Chief's health is low as well, and WinniPOG just pushing forward, steamrolling the Racers while WinniPOG just keeps one person, keeps their Ana on that payload. So now they can just heal from a distance, push forward, play a little more aggressively here, and we see the Racers stuck right inside this gate. They are going to have to figure out a way to get out of there. It's not just the one exit. They can come up to the roof, of course. There's about 2 different ways off the roof. So we'll see which way they go. Flav peeking the corner with his shield. Pong dancing with him with his shield as well. There's the coalescence, but they're all brought together. Multi-stuns, Battlejuice, excuse me, with the double. Maple Syrup with the double. And it's a team kill. WinniPOG mopping the floor. The Racers will go ahead and sacrifice point number 1.
How can someone with such a sweet name be so savage?
Great team play, great combination from WinniPOG. Racers now need to focus on this next point. Go ahead and stop them, but plenty of time for WinniPOG. 4.5 minutes, just over. Loftfield's playing aggressively there, trying to get some hammers off on Pong. He's going to have to back up. He's healed. Pong now being able to heal as well. There's the damage matrix. Murray State pushes forward a little bit here, but just as soon as that's launched, Rifter going into the backline. He's got the Meteor Strike. Chief all alone. He's taken down. Rifter has the double. Dirty Paws down. Flawfield's down as well, and there's another near wipe for the Racers. It might be a full team wipe. Bonsai is the only one alive.
This duel fist for WinniPOG is just head and shoulders above the competition. Like, he's not having any trouble at all positioning himself wherever he wants to be and focus on any target he wants to focus.
And specifically the timing, he didn't dive in. There was the team fight going on. He could have dove in anywhere and done anything, but he chose the right moments, and there's the Gravitic Flux. There's a High Noon to counter it. The Murray State can't push around the corner and punish them. Bonsai gets to kill him. Rifter, he's popping his ult. Here comes the Riptire. How many are they going to find? It's 2. Bonsai with the triple. The Racers will stabilize here. However, they do have to be careful for Maple Syrup. I don't think they know he's in that back line.
Just found K100, but yeah, like you said, I'm not sure they've seen Maple Syrup.
Oh, there it is. They need to get him. It's cheeky. Yeah, that Riftor, though, to get back kind of what we were talking about just a second ago, his timing is impeccable. As soon as an ult is popped that he needs to disrupt and, distract, he's in there and he's picking the right targets and just punishing them right away. So major shout-outs to him. But he has already switched back. Now he's back on the Ashe again, so he's not afraid to change it up either when need be.
He's not, and right now they need those distance picks. He knows that they're not on top of the payload yet, so having that kind of close quarters isn't going to be beneficial right now. So the Ashe is going to make the distance they need to move forward, and maybe get those picks that
Flav gets the shatter. I think he only found one there. There's a high noon from the Racers. Lots of bolts being used. 3 or 4, so it looks like 4 stunned from Pong. He's going to push forward and just swing the hammer, back them up here. The Chief needs to go ahead and try and stabilize for his team. Bonsai down. Now it's just the Chief alone on the payload, and he's not going to have enough to stay alive here. WinniPOG perfectly executed. They're going to take point number 2.
Just bragging the pain. I had to really work for that pun. Sorry, everybody.
He's certainly bringing the pain tonight. And look how aggressive he's playing there. He's going to go ahead and move forward. He's got the heals from Ana, though, to keep him alive. I'm surprised. There goes Lucio. Playing a little more forward now. Pong can go ahead and back up. Or Pang. I'm not really sure how he says it here. Flopfilth now being aggressive as well. Dirty Paws, great pick with the Widow there to take down their Ana. And you can see a mirror swap here. Maple Syrup now. He's on the Widowmaker. He's going to find Bonsai. Junkrat down for the Racers. Sway on the left-hand side of the payload, just trying to push back the opposing members, but he dies right as they find one. Dirty Paws has the double, but it's not enough as Murray State now has to back up yet again, and he's going to go ahead and be punished.
You don't really ever want to be on the ground as Widowmaker. It usually doesn't end up in the best of situations for you, and I know he was looking for that grapple hook the last second, but that's what happens when you're not in a high roost. As we can see, Maple Syrup setting up for a very good bird's eye view.
And I do like this double kind of vertical pinch here, although Riftor is taken down. Dirty Paw is on fire with the Widowmaker right now. If they can go ahead and capitalize on those picks from him, Murray State may stand a chance for a stout hold here, just over 2 minutes. Flopfilth stunning and moving them forward. Pong is going to shatter him, though. Flopfilth kept alive by the amazing support of his team. Bonsai with the triple on the Riptire. Murray State will go ahead and coalesce, pun intended, around this payload.
Yeah, and it's a long walk for WinniPOG now. You know, they've stopped them twice, really far away from the payload, which just meant you a ton of time to get set up, you know, get people healed, and cost them some profit.
This could be an interesting old battle to decide this here. Flav has the shatter in pocket, but he needs to be careful when he uses it. They're going to try and bait it out. They probably know that he has it. There's the Gravitic Flux coming in, as well as the Graviton Surge, trading gravity blows here. Flav is going to die. Bonsai, though, gets one. The picks are in favor for WinniPOG as Pong goes forward. Wow, just finds Sway like a heat-seeking missile. And Murray State has to come quickly out of that spawn room, because that payload is getting so close to the last point.
Not even sure they're going to be able to get outside, though, with all of the offense just poking both sides of the spawn.
Bonsai's out. Flav is there, but he's stunned. Counter charge by Pong. There's a shatter, but it's blocked. There's a shatter. Oh, stunned. Emily, she's down. She's able to fade away. She's just trying to stay alive on the point and contest. Spin to win from the Chief on that Hammond. That's going to cause a little chaos, but if they can all focus fire him, that's going to be it. Nobody else is on the payload right now. Dirty Paws not able to get the picks in time. That's round 1 done and dusted.
Finished with 43 seconds to go, so the Racers do have a chance here, would be the best way to put it. As long as they can do it in a quicker amount of time, then they have a better shot at winning this overall. We'll see how far they get though.
And this might be a case of where, you know, I was surprised WinniPOG selected offense first, because they were feeling pretty confident here. So now the Racers, they know how far they need to get, and all they have to do is beat that. So we'll see how far they get here, and we'll see what kind of hero selection they opt to start with.
Ready for battle.
And I think we are going to see it. I think we're going to see the double shield pirate ship here.
No pharmacy yet coming out from WinniPOG. They do have the Mercy, but they don't go with the Pharah.
In 30 seconds.
That could be deadly. I think we're going to be in for a really interesting battle. Dirty Paws and Maple Syrup are both feeling it tonight on the Widowmaker.
Yeah.
And if Rifter can get a few headshots as well, with that damage boost from the Mercy, Rifter and Maple Syrup are going to be kind of nasty. However, I don't think they're anticipating having to shoot through both of these shields.
Right.
So I think you're probably going to see some pretty quick DPS switches if they get picked off.
3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
We'll watch it from the point of view of WinniPOG.
Stop the payload.
Here comes the Chief and Flop pushing forward. They've already called this out by now. WinniPOG is going to know that it's a pirate ship. Bonsai on top. We've seen him before on this map in this role, punishing Vanderbilt. Can he do that tonight against WinniPOG as they inch forward here? Sway needs to be careful as Peng is in that backline just trying to, I don't know what he's doing. He's so separated from his team, playing so far ahead. He's picked off by Bonsai, so now that's a tank down. WinniPOG is in some trouble here as they go under the second bridge. Murray State is dealing with this perfectly so far. Dirty Paws and Maple Syrup in an interesting battle over on the right-hand side. They're just trying to take each other out. Dirty Paws' health is so low. Sway unable to provide the healing. I'm not sure if Maple Syrup was damage boosted there, but now he's able to flank around. So Murray State, despite their 2 shields, needs to be careful. Annalie is caught out by Maple Syrup. And Sway is in a battle now. With that Anna roll, can he stay alive? He's not able to. And oh man, just inches from the gate. Murray State is just kind of put to bed there. That's
Very
disappointing.
Good last-second defense from WinniPOG, yeah. But Murray State making an amazing first push.
Maple Syrup, well played from him. Winning that, and you know, this is one of those situations where one player can make the difference. And it wasn't that long ago that Widowmaker saw no time. Nobody was ever playing her, but now if you can get that pick, especially if you're in a duel with another Widowmaker and you can go around and flank, it's definitely worth it. Murray State choosing an interesting point though here as they go for the retake. I like this move as they're on the left-hand side and they're just going to alternate shields and try to get a pick. Bob is played into the backline. Perfect Bob placement. Bonsai has to deal with this, which means a lack of damage forward, but there's a stun. That's 4. Peng with the huge shatter. He's got 2 to his name right now, and he's just trying to push forward for 3 or 4.
Chief doing everything he can just to stay alive a few seconds longer. Not quite enough. That Nano Reinhardt is a force to be reckoned with, to say the least.
Well, I thought for sure we'd see a few DPS switches for WinniPOG, but so far, no, they don't need it. They're dealing with it perfectly. But Murray State has the ult advantage here, so this might be the chance for them to punish WinniPOG and force some of those changes. Maple Syrup, his health is so low. I feel like that is going to be a huge pick for the Mercy. Dirty Paws over on this right-hand side of WinniPOG. He needs to get a pick. The pressure is on him to take down that Mercy. Mercy's about half health. So low. If they can get a pick here, it's going to be huge. But Rifter now is dealing with him. The Dynamite doing damage. Dirty Paws. Now, Peng is getting 2 now. The Chief gets the Mercy. This might be it. Racers, they need to go ahead and make this worth it here, but there's only 3 left. Maple Syrup, he just can't be stopped right now.
Peng, no sweat at all, dealing with an ulted Bastion that was nano.
60 seconds.
Just kind of shut them down without really. Maybe he had some support help, but he didn't seem to take all that much damage the entire fight.
WinniPOG using the chaos kind of to their advantage. They're able to just poke and prod from both sides
Dirty Paws.
of this bridge. Huge pick from Dirty Paws. Gravitic Flux. That's Reinhardt at about half health, but Mercy's keeping him alive. Peng, his health is dwindling. They need to go ahead and punish now. The damage matrix is in. Dirty Paws gets the pick. Racers, they need to push forward here. The switch for Hanzo might be big as well if they can get some arrows in. Dirty Paws, there's another one for him. Drifter finds Floth. Dirty Paws with 3. He's got 3 now. He's racking them up. And here they go. Bob single-handedly holding that payload. The Chief, he just needs to stay alive. He's got 2 supports with him. Sway on the immortality field. There's a shatter. It finds both. They're unable to hide behind the payload. I would feel so cheated right now if I were the Racers. Oh my gosh. And that's going to do it. Map 2. Unlucky.
Unlucky. GG map 2 goes to WinniPOG.
I've been in that situation before where you get shattered.